They still call it fucking beamers.
So my take on teachers is, if you want to be a strict teacher, be consistent. If you want to be a lax teacher, be consistent. Don't flip-flop. I'm going to be really lax on all your homework. You can turn it in and whatever you want. And then turn around and be like, actually, no, you can't anymore. You gotta turn it tomorrow. It's like, what the fuck? You said whenever. And tomorrow is not whenever I want. Tomorrow is tomorrow. It's like, I hate teachers who flip-flop on that. Whether they're gonna let you turn in something late or not. And if they're consistent, if you're, like I said, as long as you're consistent, you're probably a good teacher. But I'm hoping that studying in Belgium will like really help me want to do school again, because
I mean, I can't really tell. Like, one experience I had is it also depends where you study, so not specifically the country, but the study itself. So there are like multiple schools offering.
Yeah, I know the school I'm gonna be in. I know the school. Here, let me.
Like, I quit, or I would rather say I had to waste a single year just to find out that the study I was following, the school I was on following the study, was really off. And that cost me an entire study year. Because you can only switch once in a year. There may be exceptions, but in general, if you choose to study something, you have to study it for an entire year.
Yeah. Well, I would be going to a Belgian high school though, which is like, I don't really want to go to Belgium for college, because then it's like I actually have to do stuff. And that's the big thing. It's like,
yes,
if I take a gap year and go and stay there, then it's like, okay, this might get me motivated to do work again, to do schoolwork again, like actually enjoy doing schoolwork. Because the way she described it, she said that it was like that work, but the Belgian schools were done made it easier. And Belgium is known for their really good education system, so I'll go over there, I'll look at it, and if it gets energized, ready for college. I don't know, my end goal is to end up playing a professional sport. Win the Olympics, anything.
I mean, one thing I usually ask people is the degree really going to help achieve that?
The question is,
like, a lot of people think when they follow like school and study, and the moment they finished it, that they're quite far, but they're actually at the start of their career.
I want to go be an athlete though, which is like, in America, you go to college, you study generally something easy, and you focus on working out and playing a game. Like for
in
me, it's
primary
football.
And I believe secondary school in my country, they do allow you, like, if you want to actually become like an athlete or professional athlete, you basically follow the school program everyone else does, but they allow you to spend time achieving, how do you say it? becoming like the professional athlete?
Like working out and training.
Training mostly.
Yeah. For me, my school, it's like this is very much an American thing, and I this is why, going back to that Belgian girl, I feel bad because she wasn't able to do it because her host mother was very, very traditional and said women belong in the kitchen. So she wouldn't let her do welding or weight training or any of that. It's like, okay, but it's very much an American thing to have weight training in schools, which I learned pretty much. I've asked British people, I don't know how it is in the Netherlands, but I've asked Germans, I've asked French, Spanish.
Some of them have like gyms, but
yeah,
barely anyone goes there.
It's not a class. You have a class that is just lifting weights.
Oh, just lifting now. In secondary, primary and secondary, I'm not sure what the English word is, but basically to summarize it, it's working out. So for an entire hour,
Is it physical education?
I believe that's the best way to describe it. Yes.
But are you just lifting weights, or are you like doing other things?
Mostly other things and more like the enjoyable things.
Yeah. So, but in America, we literally have a class where you just lift weights, and then we also have physical education. But I learned, like I said, the weight training class is like very American, not done anywhere else. And I really wish that she could have done that because she signed up for that class and her host mother said, women don't lift weights. It's like, oh my gosh, you can't say that. She's 83 years old. She didn't give a shit.
Yep.
But then she wanted to learn how to weld. I had to teach her how to weld.
Welding's fun.
Cause, well, her husband, her host mother's husband, welded, so I just taught her how to weld. I didn't get to use any of his welding equipment, but I was able to explain it to her the best I could. And I wish I could have taught her in this, but again, her host mother said that women aren't allowed to weld. It's like, bro, why? Why? We graduated from our school going straight into welding. It's like, there's no reason they can't.
I mean, I do take most of my advice from people, how do you say it, not entirely seriously. Or, it's not the way I want to say it.
You take it with a grain of salt?
Yes, with a grain of salt. So, you still think about it, but you don't let it affect you.
Yeah, I know. But what advice are you referring to?
All advice from people.
Yeah. But what specifically are you referring to right now?
I don't have a specific scenario, but more like the advice you get from your family.
Bingy, my dingy.
I take a lot of the advice. I make sure with advice that I get is I try to stay true to my principles, which is like, stay honest. Like if I get advice to lie to someone, I don't do that because I try to stay honest. I try to be a good person. I don't care if I don't care if it's the worst thing you'll ever hear in your life. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna be honest, and that's the best. way I can describe on advice. Like, as I can go back and it doesn't go against my morals, then I'll consider the advice a whole lot more. Because I've received conflicting advice on this girl. It's like, she doesn't want you